I need a bad bitch. Addison Rae, Charli the baddest.
I need a bad bleep. Addison Rae, Charli the baddest, yeah, and she got her ways. So these lyrics are obviously very heartfelt to me because I am Addison Rae.
You are a bad bleep, Addison Rae. No, just fucking kidding. You're not Addison Rae, but you are a bad bitch. Bienvenidos al video de hoy. I don't think that's it. I've been taking Spanish classes. It's not working so far. Self-love. Don't we know how hard it is to get it? My journey with self-love, it's still a process. It's not all the way there yet. But in this video, I'll be sharing a few tips of mine and that have been helping me get to the point of full self-love. Like being like, you're so cute. No, let's just get it. I post videos every Wednesday. It's about mental health and they're supposed to be fun as well. So this channel, you can talk about real shit. Hopefully you get a laugh or just get something out of it. Hi, oh my god, we're already back. Oh my god, my hair is wet. Hate that. Fuck it. Okay, so first tip of this video. Here's a post-it. Here's a mirror. So if you have any sort of mirror, it could be in the bathroom where you poop, or it could be in your room where you have sexual intercourse. It's not good to say. It could be in a bathroom where you brush your teeth or in a bedroom where you sleep. Grab it and say something like, I'm fucking hot, or like, you don't need to cuss in it. It could be just like, oh, I'm so pretty, or something about yourself that you don't need to necessarily believe in yet, but you will kind of act as you do, you know, kind of fake it till you make it business. To me, one of my mechanisms of any social interaction, or just to myself, is sarcasm. So I like to be sarcastic, and I know it kind of doesn't make sense a little bit, but I like to write like, you're so beautiful. You know, things that I would find really cheesy, and then I'll, you know, put it there. And I look first thing in the morning. And you know what happens first thing in the morning, people? You have no judgment. I know this may sound a little bit like, what are you talking about? But it's true. When you open your eyes first thing, you don't even know kind of where you are or who you are or what the fuck you're doing. So you kind of don't have any judgments towards yourself or I like to wake up, and then after I situate myself in the first few seconds, I just jump out of bed and my god. I come to the mirror and I start reading my little notes. First thing, don't even touch my phone. First thing. If you're like me, in the first few days, it's gonna feel so silly and just stupid. But then the first week will go by and you're like, you know what? I'm kind of cute. Like, this note says so. But the master tip behind this one is that I like to compliment myself on the inside first, because I do believe that the outside can be worked on if you don't like something, but the inside is what you should mostly be proud of. I'm out of breath. I'm so motivating today. So I like to say, good job at that paper that you wrote. Good job at that. If you're new to my channel, you don't know what this is, but this is my famous CD door that is just famous because I want to call it famous, not because it's truly famous. Many, many, many CDs. Can you imagine if one of them just looked at you and said, I think I'm the only one that feels a little bit stuck to this wall. Clearly, it's not. Awful.
So bad.
Well, this is what I'm trying to say. We can sometimes feel like we're the only ones to have problems, to feel a certain way, but we're not. We're just a CD in a CD door. Fuck, this is so bad. What I'm trying to say is try to change the perspective onto your problems. So sometimes I will feel the stupidest things about my appearance. I was born with blue eyes and then I don't have it anymore. And since it's something so admired by people in society, I feel like I just have this hurt inside of me. I'm like, I cannot believe I don't have blue eyes. I had them and then I lost them in life. It's very sad because you don't have blue eyes. How many people probably are feeling the same way? And this is just a superficial example. It could be anything. Let's say you're kind of depressed. You're feeling down. Think life sucks because you just opened Instagram and then you found that Charli D'amelio is a billionaire and she's 15. This is why you start to trick yourself, because comparison leads to nothing. You will not be reborn as a TikTok star, nor a famous actress or a famous doctor or whatever you want to be. You have the chance to be what you want now in your body, and there's nothing wrong with it. So this tip is pretty much saying, look around you. Probably many people also want the same thing as you, And it might be harder or easier depending on your situation. The point is, you have to do it as you, because you kind of have no other option. And you are not alone in this process, because many people want the same thing. They want to be in the same place. I mean, hell, I would love to make billions of dollars, just, you know, but I'm not, and I know that I'm not less because of that. My life sucks because of that. It's simply something I aspire to, you know, to make money off of social media. But it's not a bad thing. So besides that, I try to find inspiration where I would find envy, because envy can be a bad feeling. If you look at someone and you're like, oh, holy fuck, you're so talented, I hate you, and you make money, and I want your spot, die. This is an ugly feeling. But if you use the envy for a good thing, you say, damn, I like what Charli's doing. She's cool. I want to know how to do it. I want to try. I'm gonna hustle, I'm gonna work hard, and I'm gonna better myself so I can get like maybe one step closer to getting there. Not to being Charli. Not to being Charli, just to being you in a similar position. Wow, that was kind of good. I didn't expect that. Judging by how this started, I just really didn't expect this to make sense, but it kind of did, so I'm really proud. So, tip number 3. Oh god, I'm pale. Okay, anyways, self-love. Critiques herself and then like, oh, self-love. Yeah. So next up, we have a text message. Hi, cutie. Just kidding, it's my dad. Tip number 3. This is your phone, right? I can't really afford a new phone, so I shouldn't do that. Tip number 3 is for you to take a step back from social media. I cannot stress this enough. I tried to stay a week without social media and I cannot tell you how it helped me. It just really got me focused on the present time. The second I dropped my phone that week and I just didn't have anyone else to compare to, oh my god, I guess I have to live my life now. Yeah, truly the point. When you stop comparing yourself and like looking at other people's lives, you have more time to your life. And when you're taking care of your own life and focusing on your happiness today, that is a form of self-love, my friends. Isn't that beautiful? Believe it or not, self-love can come in many forms. It doesn't need to be like the first day on your journey, you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, you're so hot, now I love myself. No, it comes in the actions as well. And the way you treat yourself in your actions while you're acting and interacting with yourself and the others. So I just started realizing that if I picked my phone up every single morning and I looked at Madison Beer's page and I was like, she's so pretty, why can't I be like, that's not self-love. So what is the opposite of that? I don't know, maybe getting out of my ass and just going make breakfast and exercise, you know, take care of myself. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with these people that I'm mentioning. It can be great to look for inspiration in these people, but you just cannot let it freeze you into the second where you're like laying in bed crying because you don't look a certain way or because you don't have a certain car. I'm a firm believer that social media has a direct impact on how you look at yourself. Because come on, opening TikTok or Instagram and then someone has just the tightest ass and you don't have as tight as an ass, you know? Or you open a story of someone you follow and then they're on the beach, they're in the Bahamas. Oh, you're in your room studying. Don't let this feeling consume you, because remember, they're not all year in the Bahamas. Well, unless they live in the Bahamas. But you know my point. They don't just like lay there and like tan. They have other parts of their lives that they're choosing not to share with you because of their brand. So if their brand is blue ass water, as Cody Co would say.
Blue ass water. Water that's way too blue. Blue water, fucking blue ass water. Look at this water.
Then they're just gonna post about blue water. The point is that if you think these people don't have bad days, they do. Bottom line is, when you take a step back from social media, you start to look at yourself more. And that's exactly what self-love is to look at yourself and to take care of yourself. So if you start to compare your life, you kind of can get the feeling that you're not doing enough, that you're late in life, which is such bullshit. When in reality, we all want the same thing. We want happiness, my friend. Even if you have all the things that you most want in your life right there in front of you, you look at yourself and you think, who am I? Oh shit. Your mindset will not let you enjoy the things that you would have as much as it's not letting it now, you know? And then your life just starts to become this chase of things that you don't have. So please remember that self-love comes from within first. Cheesy as fuck, I know, but it's true. Tip number 4. on self-love, how to attain it, how to get it, how to get closer to attaining self-love. Let me tell you, this is probably the most important tip of them all. Ask yourself, what do you love to do? Not about your appearance, not about what you have. When you lay in bed at night and nobody's looking, there's no one's opinions upon you, no one's judgments, what do you love to do? This is the thing that you should be doing. I know, shocker, right? But sometimes we get so distracted, like we see people with other things and other accomplishments, and sometimes we just will kind of start going their way because it looks fun, because it looks cool, because people are enjoying that thing, but it's not the thing that you love to do. So what's really the point? I do believe that when you do what you love, you really start to see the good things in you. Bear with me. I really love to sing. For the longest time, I just didn't sing. I wouldn't sing because I wasn't Mariah Carey or Ariana Grande. That was literally my mentality. But then throughout the years, I realized that I could practice. I could get better at it. It didn't mean that I had to be Ariana Grande or Mariah Carey. I could find my own style, and I don't have to be any of these people. It's much more about how I increased the time that I was singing just because I love to do it. I just stopped listening to whatever people had to say or about my own thoughts and fears of people coming into my videos and be like, oh, you sing badly. Like, whatever, you know, I do it because I like to. If you don't like it, that's your opinion. But where do we get to self-love from there? I do believe that working on a passion of mine made me better at it. It didn't make me perfect, but it did make me better at it. So at the end of the day, I started seeing value into what I was doing. Every time I would hit a note that I didn't know that I could hit, or every time I would sound good just in a recording that I would do, I would be really, really happy about it. And I knew it didn't sound like Ariana Grande. It was just genuinely happiness right there, that second. Even if nobody listens to it, I love it, and I loved making it. And that's when I really realized that I was in a road to self-love. If you're unsatisfied with things about yourself, that's totally fine. But instead of putting yourself down all the time, I truly believe that you should go work on the things that you would like to do. Do I think I improved in any area of my life today? The answer is yes, and you're passionate about what you're doing, you're probably gonna be really happy. There's definitely ups and downs and days where you just feel shitty. You just don't like the way you look. You just didn't do anything. You laid in bed all day. You watch a show. But what I'm trying to learn, and I hope someone takes from this video too, is that we waste a lot of time just chasing happiness like it's an end goal when it's really right here. If you look back in these years, would you be happy about them because you were living them? You were actually making your content and being around family and maybe watching a show sometimes and eating ice cream and just having a lazy day? Or did you try to look at yourself and like what you see and to take care of it? All I'm trying to say is that I do think self-love comes from within. I just started working on the inside. I also felt like if I felt like a confident person and I just knew my worth, I would automatically look more attractive no matter like how I look or how close to the beauty standards I am. Like, I just knew that if I trusted myself, people would start to see that, and happiness is here and not like 2 years from now or 5 years from now. I just want my goal in life to be to look at myself and be proud of where I am and to be proud of this channel, small as it is. Fuck it, I like it, you know. I don't know, just got into a deep reflection, I guess, but yeah,